Aren't you tired of going through the same old routine in your life? You know that something is out of whack. Maybe you're not seeing the progress that you want to see. Maybe you feel like you don't have any real friends in your life. Or maybe you feel like love is missing from your life. Or maybe you just feel unhappy and you can't quite put your finger on why that might be. Now, whatever the situation might be, you know that you're not currently fulfilled as you are and that something in your life needs to change. So really, you only have two options whether or not you realize it. Option number one is the easy option. You can continue living life like normal and just act like there's no issue at all. But the problem with that is that it's going to continue getting worse and worse. And this option might sound silly, but most people choose to do this with their day-to-day life, even if they don't consciously realize it. Most people just ignore their problems. Option number two is to address your problems head on. And since you're watching this video, my guess is that that is what you have decided to do. So let's jump right on into how to reclaim control of your life. So the question is, how do you fix a broken life? And first of all, I think I'm uniquely qualified to answer this question because I have seen some extreme lows in my life. I've been to jail. I've been bankrupt. I've been betrayed by some of the people who were closest to me. And thankfully, I have managed to recover from all of that to build an amazing, beautiful life. So the first step of this process is to accept the current state of your life. And I mean really accept it no matter how shitty it might be. Do not use fake positivity to hide how trash your current situation really is. Spend some time truly considering where you are at in life and accept it. Take some time to fully accept that. Step number two, spend some time thinking about what aspects of your current life are so terrible. And again, this might seem sad, but in order to move away from where you are at, you first need to define what you are trying to move away from. So you need to spend some time reflecting on what is wrong with your life. Step number three, consider what habits and actions led you to where you are currently at. Oftentimes we are our biggest enemies. So it's good to think of what role we have played in creating our own terrible reality. Doing that is what will allow us to do better in the future. So spend some time shining the light on your own flaws. Accept that you came short in some way in your past and take any lessons you can away from that. And most importantly, forgive yourself. Step number four, envision the life you want. Now that you have spent some time thinking about what is wrong in your life, you can now better figure out what would be right. So ask yourself, what would an ideal life look like for you? Financially, socially, in your love life, your health, your fitness. Think of every single area. And most importantly, what habits would be required to create each of those things in your life? So for this step, write down the life that you want, but also the habits that will be required to create that life. Now we got two more steps. Step number five, your support system. Spend some time considering what people will be most important as you go through the process of designing your new life. Who can offer you support? Who can offer you guidance, accountability, and so on? Step number six, the final step. Execute. You have clearly defined what is wrong with your current life and what would be a good life for you in the future. Now you need to go about putting the habits that you came up with earlier into action. And you need to realize that they won't get you from where you are to where you want to be overnight. But as you begin to take action and as you go through that process, you are going to learn and course correct over time. And that process of constant adjustment and constant learning is what will eventually take you to where you want to be. But if you never start that process, then you will never get to where you want to be. Never. But anyways, that is the simple roadmap for getting out of any rut in your life. That is how you take control. It is not an easy process, but it is a process that works. And it will allow you to gradually build the life that you truly want for yourself. If you apply it, you can do this. Trust me. Until next time.